Hi there. Yeah, this clip is from our Total Destruction 9 DVD set, and it's the Wave to a Friend defense. And it's a pretty neat way of looking at things and keep yourself safe at the same time. So anyway, we'll have a look at the clip, and then we can have a little chat about it. And remember, do your what's it thing, all that like and subscribe stuff, and tell people all that jazz. Anyway, let's check out the clip.
Now this entry is assuming that things are going wrong for you and that you haven't got in correctly and that you're now fighting. Now the best defence we have, if you like, against a strong attack really is what we would call wave to your friend. All right? Now it sounds a bit daft, but if you watch some really good quality boxers, you'll see this used a lot. If you look back at tapes of people like Lennox Lewis, you'll see him use this all the time. And it's such a simple, effective way of defending yourself against a big right hand. 85% of people are right-handed. You know, if somebody stood this way round, odds are it's going to be a big right hand that comes at you. All right. So this is all that the defence is literally you just lift your arm up like you're waving to a friend. And the biggest mistake people make with it, don't throw it fast yet, is that this comes up and you can see here that I've got no defence really. They just lift their arm up because in the dojo, if you do it again slowly, in the dojo that works every time and it stops your punch, doesn't it? Because we're all world champions in the dojo, right? But it won't work for real. Even when you get it right, it's not going to stop the punch. It's still probably going to knock you to the side a little bit, especially if it's a big, strong guy throwing at you. But at least it's not hitting the bit that matters. It's only going to hit up here. It's going to hurt, but it shouldn't knock you out. It might knock you to the side, but it shouldn't knock you out. The key is that, like before, you've got to get your chin down, and you've got to get your shoulders up, and you've got to lift your arm up. And that's all you've got to do. So just slowly, first of all, when it comes in, it's here. So you've got a chance of defending. You can be moving back, you can be moving in, you can be doing all sorts with it, but just lift your arm up. All of this stuff works, but you've got to train it and you've got to learn it and you've got to be confident in it. Because it takes a will of iron to stand here like this and hope that everything's okay. It doesn't take a will of iron to back off or move in with your arm up. The other thing is that you've got to have thought for your own head again on the other side, because nobody throws one apart from in here, all right? There's always another one coming. The biggest mistake people make in boxing and everything else is that they'll cover one and leave themselves open for another one. Or they'll cover one and their entry is such that they're open for another one. If I show it on this side as well, so you can see this one being bad, it's just open. So whenever your head gets in a danger zone, you've got to protect it. So when that punch comes, you've got to be protected as you're coming in, just in case. Now whether you're lifting this up or coming in here or coming across like this, however you do it is up to you. But you've got to protect your head. So the way we recommend for people is when this one comes up, this one comes up. So you're always getting this cover against potential attacks. You're not going to stop the attack, but it's only going to hit arms. So it's a safe or safe-ish entry compared to trying to block stuff and moving around. That works in sport, but in sport you're expecting to get hit and you will get hit. In a street fight you can't afford to get hit. It's not worth the risk. So when this comes up, this one's got to be up. And if you're moving in with it, it's definitely got to be up. If you're moving away with it, still keep it up because there's another one coming. So if you throw a couple or whatever, at least you're getting yourself covered. You might get hit, you probably will get hit, but hopefully it's only going to be on arms and shoulders. Okay? Very important that you get those right before we move on to anything else. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that clip. So, how does it really work? Does all this really work, sticking your arm up and just hoping that everything's going to be okay, sort of thing? Yeah, it does. Use it all the time, boxing. Top boxers use it all the time. Like I said, Lennox Lewis, one of the greatest heavyweights, if not the greatest heavyweight ever, would use it a lot. Larry Holmes, again, would use it a lot. You look back in history at top fighters, they use it all the time. You know, when I'm sparring real big guys with a big, heavy punches, I like to do that same defense. It works great for self-defense, works great for sport. The important thing is keeping your head safe. You might still get bowled over to the side. You might even still get knocked down if they're that big and that much bigger, that much stronger than you. But it's not knocking you out. It's not landing here, right? Of course, it's still going to hurt landing on you, but hey, it's a fight. You're going to get hit. But it is a great way of keeping yourself safe. Now, if you can mix that in with some good footwork and some using your brain a little bit, you can see how you can immediately retaliate. How you can, once you've got that cover up there, how you can immediately start to strike back. Obviously, depending on what you do will depend on what sort of striking that you're doing. Yeah. Or you might be charging in for a takedown or whatever, or backing off and running away. Whatever it may be. The important thing is it will keep you safe. Okay, that's the most important bit, keeping safe. But it's a great way to get yourself set to retaliate, set to strike back, whether you're doing it moving backwards, moving forwards, moving off to the side. Remembering that if this arm is coming up, if your left arm is coming up from a big right hand, you should be moving to your right, because as you're moving away from the strike, obviously there's less power landing with it. If you move into it, you've got a chance of meeting it where the power is at its max. So obviously you move away. Same sort of thing if it's a kick coming. If a kick's coming around this way, you move away from the kick, don't move towards it, do you? Right. Nobody runs towards an oncoming bullet. You always try and get out of the way. Right. But this is, for one of those things, it's a belt and braces job. Think of it like that. If your footwork is really good, the punch won't land anyway, because you'll be out of distance. But get that arm up, get your chin down, get your side of your head covered, and make sure to bring that hand up to cover the other side. Belt and braces, keep yourself safe on both sides, but really it should be your footwork that gets you out of the way. This is there just in case you've messed the footwork bit up. So I'm a big believer in getting footwork right. I keep saying it time and time again. If your feet are in the right place, everything else kind of works for you. It just does. Anyway, that's enough from me. I hope you've enjoyed the clip and a little chat about it. Do the like, subscribe thingy and tell people and all that.